What is up, Overwatch Workshop Nation? I'm here doing stuff. I am giving a quick explanation for a string of comments and a workshop code that I gave to C to Remember, who wanted a kind of level up system for his Overwatch workshop. So when he gets a kill, he has more health, he does more damage. When he dies, he loses those stats. So I'm going to give a quick explanation on how it works. First, I actually can't test this because I don't have the Anabot anymore, and I'm also lazy. But I show you, it works. Don't worry. First, match time, right? The game actually doesn't start immediately, but now it does. This will just make it so, right, we skip that hero assemble. We're going straight into the game. It's an hour long. That's what that does. I was thinking about this, and I realized I think the variables are probably, you could probably just get rid of them all. But, I'm just going to pretend like that's not how it is. And I'll explain how this works and not how you could do it a different way. But anyway, so right here, all we're doing is we're setting up the variables. We're giving them all values so that later on, instead of actually having to change the damage each time, all we have to do is just change this variable, and then the variable will change the damage. And then to do that, first, we have to set up our variables. We're setting them to 100, so which is just 100%, which is normal damage. So our health, damage, 0, and they're renamed. Then ammo here, what we're actually doing, we're setting ammo to the max ammo of our player. Since actually ammo doesn't work with a percent, it's like if you put in a 5, you're gonna have 5 shots in your gun. And since all the characters have different amounts of ammo, what we're doing is we're taking this clip 0, which is usually people's primary weapon. For example, Baptiste. His clip 0 is his damage, and his clip 2 is his healing. Or his clip 1 is his healing, I mean. So, we're just going to be changing clip 0, and so now ammo is going to be equal to that. And right here is another variable that's identical to ammo, except that we're not going to be changing this. This is going to be for a bit of math later, so that we know how much ammo that character started with. These are our two most important things. It's for when you get a kill, and it's for when you die. So the first thing that we do is, if you get a kill, just ignore these conditions for now. And when you get a kill, we're going to be setting our damage dealt. We're just adding 10. So if we start at 100, it's going to 110%. But then the next time that we get a kill, it's going to go to 120%, and it's just going to keep going like that. And this is with a modify player variable. And then we do the same thing for health. And for ammo, what I'm doing is I'm adding half of our original ammo. So let's say you start with 30 bullets, you get a kill, you get plus 15. So you're going to have 45. And then the next kill, you're going to have 60. And it's just going to work like that. And that's the point of the original ammo. Because if we just plugged in ammo here, every time that you got a kill, instead of multiplying and adding how much ammo you start with when you spawn in, it's with how much ammo you have after you kill. So if you went from 30 to 45, the next time, instead of taking half of 30 and adding it, you're going to be taking half of 45. And so we don't want that. And then this is just once we have our damage, health, and ammo, we're going to set our damage to damage dealt, set our max health to health, set our max ammo to ammo. And we're, once again, clip 0. Now, the clip system can kind of screw you over. For example, Kiriko, clip 0 is her heal, and clip 1 is her kunai. So you're either going to have to specifically change that for Kiriko, or you're just going to have to ignore it, and there's going to be a long line of her healing things in the middle of the screen. It's kind of funny. And then at the very end, I'm also healing us for how much our max health is, just to make sure that when we get our max health, when we get a kill and now our max health is 250 instead of 200, we don't want our health to stay at like 200. So I'm healing us up to full, which means it's also heal on kill. So keep that in mind. Now, player dies is literally the exact same thing. I'm not healing you because you're dead. And instead, I'm just subtracting 30, subtracting 30, subtracting 30. Now, I probably shouldn't be just subtracting 30 from the ammo. I don't know why it's like this. If I were you, I'd change it to subtract, multiply original ammo times 0.5. Or divide original ammo by 2. And now, one thing that, I forgot what his name was. What was his name? That C to Remember wants, is he also wanted it so when you kill someone who has more kills than you, or has, like, higher evolutions, you could say, or whatever, you get half of their power. So, that's what this works. This is how this works. When you get a kill, and the damage dealt of the person you killed, the victim, is higher than your damage dealt, you don't have to do damage dealt, you could have done health too, but pretty much, since it's working as a percentage and not as an actual singular number like ammo is, we can just check if your percentage is higher or lower than theirs like that pretty easily. So, if their percentage is higher than you, this happens, and that's the point of this, just to make sure that this doesn't happen, and if this happens, and this doesn't happen if this happens, and here, we're just making sure that the person you kill is less than or equal to how much damage you have. And then when you kill them, what we're doing is we're adding half of their damage dealt to your damage dealt, half of their health to your health. And this, you should probably also change. I guess you'd want to do, what would you? You'd probably do add victim ammo. Actually, I have no idea how you do this, but you could probably just do original, maybe just add yourself original ammo. Because if, let's say it's like if it's like a Bastion, and you kill him, and you're playing, like, I don't know, Widow, you're going to have 350 bullets. And you probably don't want that. And then, of course, we're setting them, and we're healing. So that's how it works right now. One thing that I realized just thinking about it earlier is that you can probably not use these variables. You could probably just do set damage dealt, event player, and then just add 10. But this works, and I feel like it's easier to, like, read. So, go ahead. Here's a code for it. There's a few issues with it. I also haven't actually tested the killing a stronger player thing, but I'm pretty sure it'll work. There's your code. That's my explanation.